We don't actually
Wait,
miss
Zoom
him.
has more. Zoom has. Oh yeah, so me and Zoom in same appearance wise. Because I miss Millie, but now we have a replacement. Hopefully we'll have him forever. His performance yake itakuwa but uko loan bro.
No, on trial.
Yes, in the trials.
It's like Valverde at Arsenal. Was it Valverde? There was a player who said
Merino at Newcastle.
He did trials at Arsenal.
Wait,
till Mzali and Arsenal trials.
even no, it's Martinelli Man United.
Martinelli United.
He failed.
He only trained.
Tuliona, we saw the vision. We knew Martinelli is
DNA.
not. No, hey. See, going to Brazilian,
Why are they testing them the DNA though?
No, I think the black people in Brazil.
So
everyone wants
why are they
to
not
know.
testing the white people?
No, everyone wants to see what Julikana Pamatoka. See,
Soon
they're all
enough,
Portuguese.
what are jokes?
But black people can't be from Brazil.
No, but like you honest,
well, we can have white people from South Africa or from Zimbabwe, even from Nanyuki.
No, but see, the white people from South Africa are from Holland or the Netherlands.
They were right now. They're those who are like
no, but that's
like
the ancestry.
Ago.
No, but that's the ancestry. That's the point.
Okay,
see, with black players, Pia how
what is
Africa
the point
is
of
big.
all that?
To know where you're from.
Now Vinicius being Cameroon, nimemsaidiaje?
Yeah.
No, but it's good to know where you're from though.
Sasa umpate privately, and then why do you have to tell us in a stadium? Then I present certificate. Certificate for what?
For identity.
Like now we know you're from Somalia. Why do you have to give you a certificate?
See, so I'm proud. If I didn't know,
For Somalia we need a certificate.
Madrid fans are waiting for Rodrigo.
I need a certificate. No, nipate ID because
Rodrigo for sure by the way. Lata pamoja hizo Eritrea na
Bengali.
What do you think would be the reaction for Anthony when you guys get Anthony's? If they test him.
Okay.
Anthony had to test you. Yeah.
But I just know the Brazil. Oh.
No, but see the thing in Brazil, Brazil is not unless you're like indigenous. I think they're all Sini, the white people from the Portuguese no walienda kusettle huko. The same way America, we test Americans, they're all from Europe. So it's like a good thing to know where you're from.
They didn't test Gabriel Jesus, you brother. Hey, that guy man doesn't score anymore. What happened to him? Where is he these days?
He needs to learn Arabic. Al-Nasser is calling
as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Jesus is washed.
He still has got the shirt number 9.
Yeah. Just Arsenal club to true.
But then you guys know the number 9s are performing not so well, like from the big clubs apart from Haaland.
Even
the rest of the clubs.
Hey, what do you mean apart from Haaland?
Even Haaland, bro.
Well, but you see him, he scores like 3, then he gets lost, then he comes again.
That's a flat track bully. He
Is he
always
still the
goes
top
against bottom of teams.
I think the only good striker right now, like outright, can probably Gyökeres. Lewandowski.
No, like
Harry Kane.
we're talking in terms of Prem. I think the best striker, the best 9s are from the mid-table and the small clubs.
Jota.
Delap, exactly. But if you look at the big 6,
no, are they good? Are they good players?
In the Prem is Jota.
But Jota is
now.
always
And
Eric, when you attack your story,
it's just that he's an injury-prone guy, so he can't be the one. But
that's the issue.
So you'll go
Look
with
at
It's like saying Rhys James is the best right back in the league.
yeah, there's still
You're
that
rarely there,
argument
bro.
when he's fit. When he's fit.
On his days.
If you look at Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, there's no real number 9 there. Kwanza these guys have got 2.
And you know, walileta wote wawili jana.
How do you have Zax here? Watcha.
Hey.
they all play.
I missed the second half.
Alileta us 2 number 9s.
How do you have Zax and then Højlund?
Anyway.
Where some people go Yao Pedro.
We'll get there. Let's start with I think Man City. Was that the first game?
That was
First game on Saturday. Not first game on
That was
Saturday,
the
but like
first
the
one.
first
Okay,
game.
let's kick off.
Like
First
the
game
first
was
big
Chelsea.
game. Man City. It's becoming a meme now.
A routine.
Yeah, like Kieré was here saying they've never lost 4 times, but 5 times in a camp.
Now they've lost 5.
No, they lost 5 in a row.
They're going to win tomorrow.
so lucky just because they have fire.
Would have given them a 7th win.
Yeah.
7th defeat.
So like the thing is, the question here, like I'm curious because my understanding is when things are going well, it's usually Pep set up a team. Pep won 4 in a row. Pep did this. Pep did that. And I feel like the same way we praise him for the wins, I feel like he's responsible. I'll put the blame on him. I don't necessarily the players because he is the common denominator for Man City for the last 7 years. You know, he is the one who's made this team, and players follow his system. You can say Man City has been a system team from the beginning because as much as yes, Arteta Haaland atafunga 40 goals, but they won the league before that, right? Without a number 9. So it's usually his system. Rodri his first season he was bad.
Mid.
We
not
were here
bad.
slandering him because we were wondering why. How can he replace Fernandinho, right? Ameshinda Ballon d'Or, and that's because of the system. That's just facts, right? The system Pep put out is what made the success, and I feel like with Rodri out, with the injuries he has, right? KDB out, he hasn't figured out how to make it work, and now his system is failing, right? I think he's the one to blame. As much as yes, on injuries, I think Pep is responsible for the losses.
Bro, this team, it's bigger than that. This team is aging, and the quality of players hasn't matched up to what the quality of players was. The replacements. So when they replaced Mahrez with a Savinho, they expected Savinho to be better than he
That
is.
guy's got 0 goals.
So, 0 goals, 0 assists in 16 games. Something
No,
like
assists.
that.
No, I think it's got 1 assist
Maybe
because
one
Shadow
assist.
counts.
But is he a
Yeah.
bad player though?
Nah, but that's
He's
the
a good
thing.
player.
You've come in, you're replacing someone who was giving maybe 10 to 15 goals, a couple of assists. You've come in with 0 production-wise. So there's nothing you're bringing. Doku is coming in to replace someone else. There's nothing
Grealish
you're
and
bringing.
the bullshit.
The Alvarez, like the guys who've been replaced, or guys who are actually contributing to the bigger part of the team.
Gundogan is gone. The legs are gone.
Yeah, Gundogan, the legs are gone. Bernardo Silva, the legs are gone.
Foden
Kyle
is
Walker,
no
the
longer
legs are
playing.
gone. So you're looking at the aging guys, the KDBs, those guys were Meisha. Now the guys who are meant to replace them, the quality just isn't there yet. They're not yet ready. And it's too early. You can't replace. Right now, Rodri's injured. You can't replace him with Rico Lewis. You
And they
can't-
lost Alvarez and then they replaced him.
Yeah, didn't replace him.
But was Alvarez a key starter?
He was a
Man
key
City?
sub.
Yeah, he was a
To be
key
honest.
sub.
Important squad player. But I think.
Wait, you need to introduce him. Say his name, please. At least. That's how media works.
Mohammed. How do you like to-
You're calling me by my
Bro,
government
there are like a
names,
million
man.
Mohammeds in this
No.
area of Nairobi.
How you pronounce it is what matters, right?
Mo Ahmed.
Yeah. So Mohammed.
At least that's what's more on my social.
Which team do you support?
Of course.
See, you like for like.
I'm sitting
replacement.
on Zoom's chair, so
So Arsenal.
yeah, Arsenal Football Club.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the show. Welcome to Anfield TV. Go on
Thank
now.
you. For me, I think the Man City thing, I'm looking at it from a different angle. I don't think it's a crisis. For me, I think it's a blip. Reason why I'm
6
saying
games, bruv.
I think it's a blip. The reason why I'm saying it's a blip, at the end of the day, you look at the Bournemouth game. He has like 3 wingers on the bench. He plays Nunes on the right, on the left wing. He plays Bernardo Silva on the left wing. 1, he may be overthinking his tactics. 2, it might be a blip because of the uncertainty of Man City players not knowing whether he's going to sign another deal or not. That could also be a key factor. But the reason why I'm saying it's a blip, because look at the table right now. If you say Man City are out of the title race, that means Arsenal are also out. Chelsea are also out. So that means Liverpool have a direct runway too.
Actually, no.
Yeah, we
To
are
challenge.
champions elect. It's exactly that.
My
Champions
thoughts
I think it's a
elect.
blip. I think they'll recover.
I
I think they'll recover.
There's no difference
think
between
they'll
Liverpool and Trump right now. Ni kiti tu tumengoja kukalia.
Okay, so
Kuna
Listen,
mambo
let me
ingine.
comment on that issue, Saddam. I don't think it's a blip. I think these results will still come out as we continue the season, because last season we saw these stats where Man City without Rodri were not performing that well. Sindio, you could
Facts.
see
Yeah.
they have lost
With
like
the red
3
card.
games without him. And
The
we
only
don't,
games they lost were without him in the Champions League. Sasa.
and we don't expect him to come back until the end of the season. On the other side, I do think there's a lot of players here who have been hiding by the teamwork.
system.
Exactly, that's the best word, actually, the system. Right now, it's actually unfortunate that Phil Foden has gone quiet after winning the play of the season. Every play of the season goes on and becomes better and better and better. In the Premier League, we've seen the last couple of
like
seasons.
Bukayo.
All these players now, the bench they have, Akina Doku, Savio, it's not helping them. Gundogan coming back from Barca, I didn't think this was a good move for Man City. I think it was a good move for him. Still more money coming to play in the Premier League, but I don't think that helps Man City. So I don't expect this to be a blip. I do think we'll see more.
The crisis. So you think it's a crisis?
I think it's a. I think it's like us in that season where we lost VVD.
No.
It's actually I'm shocked that a manager like Pep Guardiola did not see this coming, where one player can actually, like, let's say, shake off the entire team.
But he saw-
we lost Van Dijk and we
He
lost
saw
Link.
it.
He knew it.
You can say he saw it because he tried to get Rice last year, and he's tried to improve that position, and maybe they made a mistake in letting Phillips go. Angekuwa tu gap flani, he'll have helped with the team just for now.
And
but now, particularly with Kovac is getting injured. But the team itself, as it, bro, Walker is done. As in, it's one of those things.
Walker's been done for a couple of years
the
now.
thing he had left was speed.
Yeah,
Speed
was by Timo Werner.
Yeah, speed was his calling card. Like I was seeing somewhere today, like last season, his highest speed recorded was like 36 miles per hour. This season, the highest has been 29. I'm like, so you're not even running as hard. So you're not even. Your team is done. Like legs. Once Bernardo Silva is hiding behind the fact that he's been a star player for City over the years. Right now, Bernardo Silva is one of those guys who doesn't get called out. He won't get called out still. But he's been poor, and he's been poor the whole season.
Yeah.
And the thing with Haaland Kerry is that, you see, why I used to like Firmino. Firmino may go for like 7 games without scoring, but he's getting the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
So he's assisting.
He's involved.
Haaland doesn't get involved in this.
And he did get
I
chances.
don't think that's his work though.
Yeah, but you see,
He's an out and out target striker, so you
but the
expect him
ball
to
is
finish
different
the
right now.
chances.
Okay, yeah, but the ball
But
is
he's
different
missing
now.
big chances.
He
He missed like
he's
a
missing
couple,
big
Jana. Like 2 or 3.
You can tell without KDB is suffering.
But
KDB is just coming back. I don't think KDB will even ever go back to where he was a couple of
Did you
seasons
watch
ago.
the
There was a
match
pass.
yesterday?
My God.
Which game? Yesterday?
Well,
United.
is it yesterday or
Saturday.
the Man City game?
Yeah,
When KDB came on,
I didn't
he
say-
played
I
like
didn't watch the
one
game.
good pass and Haaland was in.
1v1.
But Vicario saved. He played like immediate impact because he doesn't need to be technically like super fast or anything.
Yeah,
He
for
still
sure.
vision.
He
vision
created
is
more chances than Foden and the other man.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing
in
I'm
the
saying.
squad.
But Foden might, as in Foden's cycle at City might be coming to a proper time, as in as a kujata ishe by next season.
Abruptly.
Yeah, because the whole thing is and this might be a Pep problem. This year was meant to be Foden's year. You're finally the player of the season, and
You
now
blow
the
up
position Pep Foden played last year was more of a 10. So
Yeah, remember guys saying he's going to
Yeah.
replace KDB
So now
last
he was
season.
meant to replace KDB now completely. Now KDB come in as a sub, do whatever you're doing. But now he still wanted to fit in a lineup with KDB
Again.
and Foden. He's still trying to fix that again.
The thing with that quality that KDB showed, despite him not being 100%, there's a huge difference between his quality and whatever they're
it's
trying to
coming
offer.
from.
Yeah, and I think, but you know what? I feel like like a cycle in this podcast. Every single time at some point we start shit talking Man City.
No, but
'Cause
we've never
has
been
never
near.
happened.
No.
Saddam, we've not been 6 games.
Look at it
This is
this
the
way.
first
Look at
time.
it. No,
Yeah.
look at it this way, right? They get a 1-0 win at Anfield. It's only 5 points.
When is the last time they won at Anfield, Saddam?
They did.
They
When?
can.
When?
They can.
So nakumbuka.
When?
can-
When are they going to when?
Man City,
20
the only time
Oh,
they don't. They don't win at
With
Anfield.
top
21.
ones.
They don't win that.
Carry.
After
No,
we won the
carry.
league.
Saddam, let me tell you something. The best Man City have come to Anfield and held 3 or 4. The best Man City when they were winning the league by 100 points.
I'm saying.
You see exactly that 7-0 you guys got. This weekend, this weekend is looking a bit booky.
I mean,
because
me,
this
I'm looking
City
at
team-
4-0 on Wednesday
Yeah,
and then 4-0 on Sunday.
Me, I'm looking Wednesday.
Madrid, Man City.
Madrid, I might be a bit humble. Maybe give
So
them
3.
a 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Vinny's not there, so 3-0.
City.
You guys are away at Madrid.
Anfield,
Nah,
both.
Anfield, both.
Chinjio.
City.
Angoja, look at the camera and say what will happen.
City.
Okay, Conor
out-
Bradley and Vinicius Jr. What
Vinny
do you
Vinny
think?
Yuko
playing.
is
Vinny
injured.
Yuko out for-
Injured.
For 2
Aye,
weeks.
he'll
No
play
Vinny, no
Mbappe.
Rodrigo.
Mbappe will play there.
No
Mbappe's
Vinny,
been there
no
before.
Rodrigo. So if they play Mbappe,
Mbappe
there,
and Conor Bradley.
if they play
What
Mbappe
a
there, they
matchup.
have to play Joselu up front. So sawa.
Joselu alienda bana.
Nani
Joselu
basi ako
alienda.
up front?
Jude plus 9.
See, Brahim. They're playing either Brahim or
Ibrahim,
Madrid.
false nine.
Ibrahim has been injured, I think.
So you're
also.
telling
I
me you're
think.
bringing
Brahim Diaz is okay.
Jude false
Brahim
nine
Diaz, I think he
against
got injured as
Konate
well.
and
But he's been playing for
VVP.
Morocco. No.
Bro,
He's-
there's nothing we're doing here. This Haaland guy, this whoever you bring against
Okay,
us in
okay.
They play Hendrick.
Tell us what will happen.
And Hendrick is about to go to Southampton.
Tell us what will happen.
So we are dealing with City. We're dealing with Madrid first of all. That's a given. That's around maybe 3-1, 3-0.
Uh-huh.
Good one. City. This is going to be the humbling because this is finally going to put Pep in a place where the limelight is coming to him because now he's going to come to Anfield, probably collect 5 or 6. 5 or 6 on a minimum.
And then they don't know how to play defensive football.
Gvardiol versus
They're not like
Salah.
Arsenal. They're used to defending things.
Gvardiol versus Salah will be hell. I don't even know what. Walker versus Diaz. But I'm feeling bad for
But
this
the
guy
last time Salah played a
Diaz
big
has
team,
been shit, though.
he was pocketed.
Diaz
He
has-
scored
Diaz,
3.
Diaz has bare
He
goals.
scored against you guys.
But
How many guys are not big team?
no, not big team.
I
But
mean-
Salah was pocketed by Timber.
Pocketed where?
But he scored.
Call him.
He scored.
But he scored.
But he was
But he
pocketed.
scored when Timber
scored. Ama kwani-
came.
So why did
Nah,
Timber
nah.
give up?
He's been pocketed by Tomiyasu
No,
before.
He
What
scored.
he
Who's
was
Tomiyasu?
playing.
That's what has been holding Fort Anfield.
Eric, Salah in the last minutes of that game was playing in a defense of Lewis Kelly, Kiwior, and who else?
My
who
brother,
was
it is
playing
not
right
a
back?
problem who you play in the last 10 minutes or whatever. Now, let me go back
But
to
the
this.
but the
see
fact
tra-
that
nah,
Timber went out and Salah
You see
scored should
transition
show you he was
football.
pocketed.
Nah, transition football. We are the best transition football team in the world right now, yeah? Us against that high line of City. Going forward. Bro, that
Yeah, yeah.
midfield of Rico Lewis, Gundogan, and who else was in the midfield? It's Rico Lewis, Gundogan, and who else?
Bernardo.
Ah, right.
Kerry, let me tell you. As a matter of fact, me, I wanted to face two.
Bad.
Kerry, I wanted to face two teams when they were full strength. I didn't want reasons, man, because the
Two
slot
teams,
machine,
Gana.
Madrid and Man City. I don't want excuses.
So you'll beat both.
The slot,
Comfortably.
We're going to give them a Man United. Who's that?
Clip
Listen,
that.
Oh my
listen,
Clip it.
the slot machine right now, I think the only team that can probably give us a game right now is Hans Flick's Barcelona. Right now. Those are the guys who look like they really
Okay.
are playing some
Are
good.
we-
But
are
now,
we-
listen, let me finish now. I've just seen the news.
We've digressed from Man City to
I've just seen
Liverpool
the news, but
now.
we play Man City. That's where we've come in.
Okay.
I've seen that Vini is out for tomorrow's game, for this week's game. I do think Man City and Madrid, I think it's more than 3-0 both games.
Facts.
We are assuming you guys were fighting for your life, Jana. Juicy. Was
Fighting.
it Jana?
Fighting how?
You needed Salah to help you.
We did. Bro,
One
we
Salah-
did.
You
Ali
needed,
Ponani-
wait.
They
Hold on.
did-
It
they
wasn't.
did.
It wasn't the most convincing win.
For sure.
It's not like you won.
These
4-0.
things
so
do
how
happen
can you
every
wait?
season.
Wait. How can you struggle against a small team? So how can you struggle against Nottingham? So
Lucky. Those two
Get
goals
lucky.
are
Things
lucky.
don't work
let me
like that.
finish. Let me finish. No, things. How do you want things to work?
Nottingham are above you guys.
Let
want-
me answer
You guys
you,
are
Kerry.
uko-
No. Before you answer,
Talk
let
to
me
them, guys.
add on what Saddam said. Before you answer, remember, I think Arsenal fans have been here before. When you're scrapping for wins before December, no, we've been here.
We struggled to beat Ipswich on day
Aston Villa.
one.
You remember the title challenging season, the first time we challenged
Yes.
Aston Villa, the game against Bournemouth.
Umeleta Arsenal kwa sababu me I'm now
Ataharibu.
unaharibu
But
story.
look, this is
Stick
what
to
I'm
your
saying. The minute you start, Southampton is the bottom team in the league, yeah, and at the top. Southampton is number 20
But we
or
rested
number
our
1.
midfield
That
machine.
should be a convincing win. You
Southampton-
have no players out.
Southampton.
Check it.
Did you guys play Southampton at the Emirates?
Yes.
Did they not give you a game? Were
But
they
we
not
won
in the
3-1.
lead?
We won 3-1.
Were they not in the lead in that
No,
game?
but Kieran,
So
We
what
won
it is
3-1.
now-
However, you cannot listen unless you're being delusional, which I will allow you. You can't tell
I
me.
wanted to answer
You can't
you.
tell me I struggled against Southampton. I needed a 35-year-old who is out of contract to help me.
A penalty.
Who's
then.
that divided?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let him land. Let him
Wacha
land.
nimalize.
He's landing in
Nah, you're
the
crashing. Bro, you're crashing. You're crash landing.
Wacha itakuwa chini. Wewe kota. Sawa. You can't tell me you're struggling against bottom last team who are playing so pragmatic wanajifanya hao ndo Barcelona. You couldn't beat them comfortably. You needed a penalty, and penalty was kind of harsh.
Even the second goal was shady. The 2-2 goal was
but
shady.
Salah, who you're
Where was
depending
McCarthy
on,
going?
miscontrol the ball ikiingia. The first goal.
Yeah.
Goal is
Sawa.
a goal, bro.
Exactly. Ali miscontrol ball ikiingia, and then you got a cheeky, kind of unfair borderline penalty.
Wasn't
So
the
from
penalty the one that was unfair?
so you think you can win like that there, sawa, and
win
then
there.
go beat Man City who are second convincingly.
Two things.
Unless you're delusional.
I want to answer two things. I want to answer you.
You need to
First
look
of
at.
all, Kerry, don't
Wacha
even
wewe
that.
nijibu kwanza.
Let me
Alafu
answer you first.
Utapata chance ya kunijibu. I know
Let me
unataka
answer.
kunijibu.
We all know that football doesn't work like that. You can struggle today and tomorrow win. Spurs.
Wait.
Spurs.
Before, you can struggle today and tomorrow win. Man City can struggle today and tomorrow win. Endelea.
Let me finish. Spurs lost to Ipswich 1-0, sindio, before the
Yes.
international break.
Yes.
2-1.
2-1, sindio?
Yes.
They have come after the break. They have completely went over Manchester City.
Exactly.
And they won
But
4-0.
they always do that to Man City though.
And then Man City can lose 4-0 and then completely.
And
so
they completely
your
win.
theory-
Let me
The
make my
first
point.
time win in Anfield for
Good point.
Let me make
Endelea.
my
years.
point. Let me
Endelea.
make my point. I've seen situations where we've played shit and the next game we play a big team like Arsenal, actually Man City, the same City, a couple of seasons before, we played a very bad game, and the next game we completely beat them.
Only
at Anfield.
you have the ability to play
Number
badly
2,
and then good.
That's how things work.
So Man City
Football
doesn't have.
like
So Man City doesn't
hawana hiyo
have that
ability.
card where they can
So
come
They
back.
can.
This is
when
the
I say
thing.
no, let me finish, Gary. When they say footballs like that, I mean also Man City, Man United, everyone. Number 2, let
I
me
want
finish.
that. Useme
Number two.
Yes.
We actually rested McAllister because he was 1 yellow card away.
Yeah.
If we start McAllister in that game, there are some chances that striking force of Southampton.
Let's not talk about ifs and buts.
No. Number 3. Let me continue. Number 3.
So some two things.
Okay, 2.5. Number 2.5 is this 2.5. We have to admit that you cannot be 100% throughout the entire season. Kerry, if you go back to when we won the league in 2020, there's some games you look at them and you're like,
Last minute against Wolves.
Leicester City.
Just bare.
I mean, we can admit that
There was a
yesterday.
period we won like maybe 5-6 games, 1-0. Just
Konate, you can say like some parts of the game, Konate was not at his best.
People
you
had
can
COVID.
say Soboslai was doing
People
well
were dying.
yesterday.
The whole world was. Listen, don't mention to me COVID. What is your point? Before we move on,
So all my points are dead.
you disgusting.
I mean, the thing is, did you watch the press
I wanna
conference
talk
of your
Sema.
coach?
Which coach?
Coach wenu, Ancelotti.
Slot.
Ulisikia kitu alisema?
Alisema nini?
He said like this was not the most convincing win, and we've not been having the most convincing wins.
For
You get? So he said he's so far ahead that right now he cannot say that this is a title change, a title winning, like
He said
kind of a run. So if your coach is not delusional, what makes you
our
fans
coach has
delusional?
told us
We're
it's
fans.
not, we've not won the league. He can't come out and say we've won the league
Yeah.
12 games in.
He's the
But-
manager.
But he himself
He's-
said
Nah.
the win was not convincing.
But
We were
said-
talking about
he
the
said
Southampton win.
He said the win was not convincing, but we dominated the game completely. Those were his words. We dominated the game completely.
you dominated the game,
So,
but you were
just-
losing
nah,
at the
just-
80th minute.
Nah, this is the idea. This is the idea behind it. When City are
they were
bad,
drawing.
you've just said City were bad. And they lost 4-0. And then you're saying we were bad. We won 3-2. So this is the difference when champions
City were
are
playing
there.
Tottenham. You
When
are playing the
champions are-
bottom league.
There's no difference between Tottenham and whoever we were playing, because Tottenham just lost to Ipswich the previous week. Tottenham have lost to, I think they've also lost to this same Southampton.
Yeah, okay, Tottenham are shit. Okay, I get
Tottenham are
Tottenham are
shit.
shit.
But they
So
beat
it's-
City 4-0.
Yeah. So it's not like you won't come and say
These
because
guys
that
were good before the international break. On Sunday, what happened?
we struggled to beat. Struggling to beat Southampton away isn't a problem. That's 3 points. That's all we're looking for. At this point we're building.
You haven't answered my question.
No.
Umeongea for 2 minutes hujajibu maswali yangu.
What was Kizi?
What was
Okay,
Kizi?
what was my question?
I've really told
What
you.
was my question?
You've told us we struggled to perform against Southampton. What makes us think we'll perform against Madrid?
Exactly.
This is exactly what I'm telling you.
Huh.
We've performed badly against Southampton and we've won. So what if we know our levels of performance, and we know this is immediately after the international break. The only loss we've had so far has been immediately after the international break, which was against Nottingham Forest. The intensity wasn't there. We have South American players, guys who actually go play for
players don't even play for the country.
not guys like
Okay,
Garnacho who go
nah.
sit on the bench.
Yeah.
We don't do
Now
that.
don't blame it on the
Garnacho plays
first
for 2
team.
minutes.
We have
So
guys.
Martinelli bana. acha hizo.
Sit on us wanaenda kucheza ball.
We have captains throughout the team.
So everyone is going to play. So
Yeah.
sisi usidhani ati acha nikwambie Madrid Kenya wanakuja kuona. Bro, we'll be here seated next week. I'll be at that point will be 11 points
I'll
ahead.
make sure
11 points clear.
11 clear.
this video goes up tomorrow morning.
And there's even an argument right now that we don't even need to start our main team against Madrid.
Me, I'm going
Why?
for
Oh
19.
my
Because in the
God.
Champions League. No.
Oh my
because
God.
in the Champions League.
Unasikia?
We are so far ahead in the Champions League.
Saddam,
We're
this
more-
thing
we're
is
top of
bringing
the-
an unnecessary confidence to carry.
we're top of the Champions League. We're top of the Premier League.
Are you top now? You're number 1.
Number 1 Champions League.
Where's the 11 of
15
Champions League?
games. 15 points. 5 games.
Arsenal
15
Champions
points.
League amwezi elewa.
Only
Okay.
Sijali.
Okay.
All I want to say is you play the way you played against Southampton,
We're
against
not going to
Madrid
do
and
that, of
City.
course.
Against City and Madrid, you're getting battered.
We're
at
going to do
Anfield.
that.
Eric, we're doing this without our first choice keeper. We're doing this without
Yeah.
our first choice right back. We're doing this without our first choice central midfielder.
Getting fluke against
Who's the
first
first
choice
choice?
striker? And
Who's
the
the
first choice
first choice
striker?
central midfielder?
McAllister.
Wait,
But he was there. He was playing
On the
the game
bench.
against
He came
Southampton.
late on. He came late.
But he will be available for Madrid
No,
and
Yes,
City.
Yeah.
Champions League.
Okay.
there's no yellow
We'll
cards.
see.
Okay,
We'll see.
moving on. Give me your prediction here, Madrid versus. Give me those 2 games.
I don't want to be deluded.
Don't start from
No,
his
no,
end.
of course,
I don't
of
wanna be
course, of
deluded.
course. You don't want to waste your career, of course.
So I'm going for 3-0 against Madrid.
Sawa, you got to do that.
3-0 Madrid and then 4-0 Man City.
That is a very undiluted prediction.
Maneno haya
Honestly,
si mapya.
listen, if you look at the Man City play now, if you look at the City play now and the players that are available for that coming game, Anfield, and we know what we've suffered through these guys, Manchester City, my days, I'm telling you, when you see them and they're Manchester, jina tuachie tu hapo.
Do you think
play them like we're playing Manchester United?
So what score did you say for City?
4-0.
Okay.
We're not
Kiari.
Arsenal, my friend.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Wait.
I'm quiet on this one. I just want
Tell me your very reasonable prediction.
There's nothing reasonable about what we're about to do, bro.
It's not reasonable.
There's nothing. There's nothing reasonable. We're about to do some things to these guys that are not nice. Yeah, Madrid, I've told you. I'm going to be humble about Madrid because Madrid, they've always had the better of us in some type of way. But that 3-1, that 3-1 will come. City is where we're getting that clean sheet and we're getting 6 goals. 5-6 goals. Salah hat-trick and a Nunes brace.
Oh God.
And to prove your point, but after beating these guys 4-0 and 6-0, we'll win like 1-0 against Newcastle next week.
Yeah.
1.
Newcastle will struggle a bit.
Wow,
And
give us-
Everton also
wow, give
won.
us your prediction.
Let me give you my prediction. You are playing 2 games. I think for those 2 games you only win 1.
Huh?
Or you win 1 and you draw 1. So let's start with the Madrid game. For the Madrid game, I would say a draw.
I want to play us
Cheeky 1-1. For the Man City game, I think Man City will win.
City are struggling in their shit.
I think Man City will win.
We're losing
This is the reason. Do I need to explain my point?
Yeah.
Let me explain my point. This is the reason. You guys have already underestimated Man City.
No, we're not.
You have already done that.
You said
You're doing that.
We have a point to prove against them.
You-
We have
it's
some, and so much of fact, these 2 teams, we have a score to settle against them, both of them.
This is a revenge mission.
You underestimated
This is
These 2 teams are the ones that have taken away our happiness in the last 3 years.
and we found them looking like
You remember
this.
2022?
Bro,
We lost the Premier League on Sunday,
in 15 minutes, if Gerrard just held on, can I continue? 2022, we lost it.
and then on Saturday, Champions League final, Vinicius.
But this is the thing. You guys are underestimating Man City's capability to win that
We are
game.
fans, we're not slot.
No, you guys are underestimating.
We are not.
Moha, let me tell you.
The fans' energy translates to the players.
Moha, your
The
eyes
best
don't-
man,
your
I
eyes
believe the
don't
best
lie.
Man City in history. The best Man City in history was the one that got to 100 points in 2018. Those guys came to Anfield and they were completely blown out by Mane, Salah, Firmino. I'm telling you right now.
Key player.
Eric,
Mane,
there's
Salah,
there's one
Firmino.
point, there's one
That's
point.
front three
There's-
or-
Salah is still there, and there's 1 point, and Salah's the boss. There's only 1 point you're missing out. Anfield. Anfield is a dungeon. When Anfield-
Wait,
This is-
didn't you lose at Anfield?
that
To
was
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Forest, come on.
Forest. Even the fans are not up for that.
I don't understand.
Na
Wait,
nyorosha
wait.
na Elanga na Hudson Odoi alafu
These are
mnaongea.
the- these are two- Yeah,
Wait.
these are the two biggest games we can have in a season right now, because this is us against City, who are main rivals for the title, and this is against Madrid.
Oh,
who are-
wow.
who are main
Those City are the rivals,
Who
huh?
are main rivals
Yeah.
for the Champions League. So the two teams who can battle us for the 2 trophies we want to win this season are the 2 teams we're playing this week, and we're playing them at home. And there's blood in the water, bro. There's blood. When the fans are coming, the flares are there, bro. The buses will be passing through flares, bro.
It's called Grit the
Okay,
Bus.
okay,
We
moving
want
on.
to- we want to make Madrid struggle to qualify for the playoffs of the Champions League.
Hey.
Once we're done with them, see, they're fighting to make the playoffs. Hey.
Do they relegate to the Conference League with Chelsea?
Let's talk about how Salah is carrying your team though.
Okay, moving on from
Salah
Liverpool.
teams.
Kuna this Salah
Salah is the best player in the Prem.
He is though carrying you guys.
Yeah.
He's
And you're
our
not
player.
giving him a deal. It's already December.
He's our player.
He's disappointed.
Sio ndo kazi yake kutubeba.
No, but see, the thing is, Eric, we need to understand one thing, right?
Salah did
And
good.
it was a rumor that Salah might leave. Sawa, we talked about it here.
Yeah.
Kiari said Salah, Van Dijk, Trent Okienda, mimi naenda. Word for word,
Alisema
bar for
some
bar.
group of players.
Wait, those are the 3 players you talked about.
Yeah,
Bar for
yeah.
bar. Kama nimemisquote, kama
Wakienda
Rigiji, sema sahi.
Rudi kwa episode.
Wakienda wote,
Yes.
kwani
So, let me
Trent anaweza
finish.
enda na
Let me-
alizaliwa Liverpool.
Let me
Mimi ni
finish.
nani?
No, but see, the thing is, those are the 3 players whose contract are not progressing. Salah came out as if there was positive vibes.
This is
And
done.
wait, relax. We'll say Salah is done, Pia. If there was positive vibes at Liverpool and Salah was happy, he wouldn't say I'm more out than in. Because when you say I'm more out than in, that's an indication that you know that Liverpool will not pay you what you want.
Want you want, yeah.
Because Salah probably wants a ridiculous number, right? And let's be honest, he's the best player in the world. I doubted it last week, but now I'm correcting myself.
Nadhani ukisema sahi
No.
watakuwa salary ya juu.
No, but the thing is, Eric, maisha ni kuevolve, right? I have changed my mind, and I think
He's not the same Saddam as last week.
he is. Yeah, life lazima change. Huyu jamaa alikuwa anti-rigijil 2 weeks ago. Anyway, leo amekufa kwa Murima.
Murima's hangman.
So point is, he knows what he is. He contributes to almost nasikia 62% of your goals.
67.
67%.
That's what they said, yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like,
Jota Yuko,
and that's a good
Trent
thing.
Ayuko.
Wait.
Okay.
That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing for the club because that's a club's player, right? Yeah. But also, he shows you that whatever he is demanding, he deserves it.
It's worth it.
And Liverpool are not known for giving players those kind of numbers. No, like those. I'm assuming he wants something ridiculous.
It's not
Like
350
something-
quid.
I'm thinking he wants like 450, 500
We're
up.
seeing highlights
350.
and we're seeing highlights.
How much
from
is he
Egypt.
earning right now?
350.
We're seeing highlights and we're seeing highlights from Egypt.
Is he the highest earning player in Liverpool?
Yeah.
But now he thinks he
I think
deserves
it's
more.
the same with Sancho.
And so the other person who thinks deserves more is Van Dijk.
Van Dijk is getting his money.
So
Van
now
Dijk, is
tell me why give Van Dijk and not Salah?
Van Dijk
Because
is on 220.
I
Van
believe
Dijk
these
is our club
discussions.
captain.
I believe all these discussions are ongoing right now.
Yeah.
And
It
number
is.
2, we need to understand. One thing you guys don't understand is that this one figure here, that is Mohamed Salah's agent. That is how he negotiates these things. Remember even last time in 2022 when he was signing the other contract, there were all these issues and we thought actually could lose him because I think even Klopp was considering Anthony, was considering Gordon, all these players.
my God.
But I do
Anthony.
think, well, the problem is not Anthony, the problem is the club.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I think
Hey,
so.
Kerry, you think so?
Yeah,
You think Anthony kuja Liverpool side?
Come before. Sasa ameshaisha.
Shamaliza mentally side. But I do think by the end of the season we'll get into agreement with Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. These two players I don't think they can just leave.
One of them
Club
leaves.
now. I do think Richard and Michael Edwards, I think they will come up with something. I do believe that is how
No,
Rami
honestly.
is the agent of Mohamed Salah. I do believe that's how he works. And for Mohamed Salah to come, Mohamed Salah has only given interview to written press, I think 2 times. One, I think, when in Madrid, when we won the Champions League, another one in the Premier League. And then even when we tried to interview him in AFCON, he doesn't give out. But yesterday, he was going to the bus and then came out. He spoke to the written press, to newspapers and the online writers. And he knew exactly what he was doing. He needs to push the club because this is now out to the fans. Everyone knows now. So now it's up to the management.
Good.
Richard.
That's a good point. But now,
Yeah.
see, that tells you. You see, if he has to come out and say something for him to get to what he thinks he deserves, don't you think the club already feeling
the
like
club
okay?
doesn't
Well, first
Like-
of all, we need to admit that our club, we're not like, let's say, we don't just dish out money like that. We need to accept the fact. Like
You guys don't have
Do
money.
you
We
you
have
think
money. We're literally as much
we
as
spend
we-
100 million
You
on
need to.
Nunes.
You need to
as
remember.
much-
I mean, okay.
as much as the idea.
Liverpool
is
don't have it like that
You
because if you say
Liverpool has it
you're,
more than you guys, and that's the
Okay.
that's the trippy bit.
let me
As
use
it
let me
is.
use the wages he used. He said, I think Salah is on the same thing that Sancho is on.
Yeah, and that's the
Remember,
same.
And
we
remember,
broke- we
Sancho
broke
is not the
we-
most important player in Chelsea,
Even KDB
and
is around
Salah is
there.
the most
But
important
Moha-
player in your
but
squad.
Moha-
No, that's Man United salary, not Chelsea.
But Moha Sancho is on more.
Still,
than,
he's not the most important player in Man
Moha
United.
Sancho is on
Still,
more
and
than-
he's earning
Wait,
the same
Moja.
amount as Salah.
Moha-
Sancho is on more than all
Moha-
your players.
Moha,
So that's not
exactly.
an
I think
excuse.
Havertz is earning 350.
No,
More-
yeah, Sancho is
more.
on 375.
Man United players
So
are not paid as per their contribution on the pitch. You need to understand that.
God damn.
you can't look
Yeah,
at Salah's
that's
wage
below the
and
belt,
say we
bro,
don't
even
have
for
it.
you.
When majority of our players, the trends who are on
Yeah.
200s, the VVPs
Luis Diaz is on
who are-
50.
who are
That's why
on
his father is
220.
getting kidnapped.
Yeah, Luis Diaz him is
But
struggling. Everyone else-
even if now what you're suggesting or what you're purporting is that Arsenal don't have it the same as Liverpool. When was the last time you heard that an Arsenal player is about to leave because his wages are not correct?
We
The last
don't-
person was Van Persie.
You've never had
You
a player
guys-
like this.
No, but you never had a world class player. Relax.
That's what I'm saying. Van Persie, the only reason why he left is because the club was not offering
No, he
what he
said-
wanted.
he
But you
said
only
no.
have young players.
You
No.
didn't have a vision for a trophy.
Van
Yeah.
Persie did not
There's
say
no
about
vision
money.
for a trophy. It was about the
Van
money. It
Persie
wasn't the
said
deal.
the child in me.
He
The
was a child.
the inner child said, like, it was about ambition.
Fuck Van Persie, man. He came out and said he can never be part of the
and
Arsenal
something
team.
else you need to remember is that
Guys,
last
that guy's
time-
like-
He's a Man United
These
legend.
guys had guys like Kina Kolo Toure leaving because of wages, and then you're telling wages.
Kerry.
Clichy.
But we were building a new stadium, man. That was the Highbury era, man.
Nasri, bro, tulia, Maribu.
Guys, you need to remember that the last time we broke the bank was because of Mohamed Salah. We've never paid a player £350,000 per week.
350 is Liverpool breaking the bank.
How much did you pay your player? Shut up. So when then Van Dijk was on 220 because I think signed the contract before Mohamed Salah. But now Mohamed Salah wanted that big contract and they got it. And I do think they're going to. They also need to look at the fact that Mohamed Salah is still better, is still good, but it's not getting younger as far as the age is concerned.
Kerry, do you think if Salah wants 450, he should be given?
Yeah, you can give him 450.
I think 400.
You can even give him
Haaland is
450,
on how
but
much?
if it's a 2
Who's
plus
even
1,
earning 400 in this?
Haaland.
in the Premier League?
KDB. You can-
Only?
Nah, Haaland is the
Yeah,
highest.
KDB and Haaland. KDB is the highest City earner, by the way.
Watch out.
Yeah. In documented, I think he's on something. Yeah, but
On paper.
on paper.
Ile yenye wana submit.
But me, you see me even with the Salah thing. I'm a firm believer. I'm a very firm believer in Michael Edwards. And the reason I'm a firm believer in Michael Edwards is because, man, slots. Right now we have Anslots. All of you guys were seated here. You didn't know who Anslot was. Michael Edwards knows the right button to push and he knows the right players to sign. So I don't really...
What comes to us? Okay, let's look at
Tunaileta
hypotheticals.
Marmoush.
What comes to us?
Marmoush replacement.
Eric,
Nimesha kwambia from
Yes.
Egypt.
what comes to us? Salah leaves.
My days, Kevin is on 400.
Kevin and
Yeah.
Haaland and then
Haaland is on
Casemiro.
375.
That's the
As
highest.
I told you, Casemiro,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
sold to leave football. Before football left him.
Wait, so Salah leaves?
Salah doesn't leave.
No, hypothetically
Okay.
he leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he's more out than in. Assuming he goes, right?
Yeah.
What's the future of Liverpool? Because I think you guys
Well,
will
we
back
go to
mid-table.
London. We go to London and rescue someone.
I saw his tweet.
Okay,
I saw his
who are you
He
rescuing?
knows. Ask him. Ask him. Tell him.
Wanataka Starboy.
Saka.
Najua shida si kumtaka. Unajua that Saka is about to also start calling. Time
If we
is
give
coming,
Saka
bro.
right now 220 and this Champions League on the horizon,
Saka hata tukimpatia 50 anacheza. He's the boy.
kuna mahali
boy
passion
to
inaishanga. Sahi Saka anaweza sign for any club in the world, like akitaka sahi Saka anaweza. Sahi ashaacha kujiuza. Saka sahi ni
Hata
player
Marmoush
poa.
guy ndio nadhani ata replace Salah na hiyo ndio idea.
Sahi
Marmoush.
Chelsea kuja hapo Saka iseme Saka tunampatia 250 na kuna Premier League on the horizon.
But amokoi London atakuja kwa Liverpool.
Liverpool is more likely than Chelsea, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. The
Amorim.
before Amorim, Arsenal.
Not
I think the performance. What I saw in that game, I think Arsenal looks so much better without Rice. Amani Mimi.
dominance.
Amani Mimi, because I feel like there was a lot of bro Jorginho. Like you 100 million mungenwa a striker. I think Jorginho and Partey are way enough. What's your take about that game?
I mean, I'll say the same thing Mikel Arteta said. I think the switch up was needed for me because if you look at Mikel Merino and Odegaard and Jorginho, those are, you want to dominate your midfield with passes. And if you look at the formation we were playing with, we were using 2-3-5. You'll see for most times in the game, for the larger periods of the game, Nottingham were being suffocated in their own half. The reason being because we were trying to hold that constant pressure up top, win up top and score up top. So even the goal that Saka was scoring, inside the box, there were close to like 7 to 8 players around him. And he still smashed that. So I think Jorginho was good in that midfield. Clear-cut chances, clear-cut passes. But the problem is Jorginho doesn't have the legs to give you like a 90-minute game for a consecutive, like right now we have like 9 game weeks in a total of like 45 days.
If Partey is back,
both of them don't have legs. That's the thing. That's where Rice edges a bit. But I also think like Rice, the problem with him is the sideways passes
So
and backwards passes.
yeah, he is very anti-football.
But
He's dark arts ni yeno
But let
alileta.
me ask you, why do you guys lie about injuries though? I thought Saka missed the international break because he was injured.
We are not lying.
Why didn't he play for
Omitting
England?
information is not lying technically.
Even
Sasa
Arteta was
wewe unajam
complaining.
nini unataka kulia?
Harry Kane was complaining.
But one thing also I'll say about the performance of Arsenal, I think the switch up also improved the way we wanted to play. Because right now, you look at that bench, oh my God. The bench had Martinelli, Havertz, Rice, Partey, Ethan, Nwaneri. We are going to talk about him. And
you are going to, not us.
no, we are going to have a discussion about Ethan Nwaneri because I think he's ready. But I think Arteta is
It's been only one game, bruv. One game. Mshaanza
But
kuongea.
ready to do it.
No, he didn't play one game.
ready
He came on the. Remember, he's 17 years
He's
old.
ready to.
He's 17. He's ready to match the Premier League.
Ready
bro.
to do it.
Do you know how old Lamine Yamal is?
If Arteta doesn't believe in him, sit
But he's easing up to me.
Yeah, but
you know,
listen, let Arteta start him for 3 games in a row, and then we have the conversation. Because kama sahi anachungwa, they are playing other players off position, and he's being on the bench.
Unaja, the thing is, I don't think. No, it's not Arteta. It's Unai Emery that started.
Emery.
The Unai Emery.
That's Chambo
Yeye ndo alianzisha era ya Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith Rowe.
at left back.
Yes. And these people, when they are getting their debut, they were not, specifically Saka was not playing in his best position. He was not eased into the team. The team needed him to be there.
You had the
Some
flying,
fresh
you had the
energy.
flying Ivorian.
No, you-
Nicolas Pepe.
No, he was playing
It's-
wing back.
you're-
Saka was playing wing back,
you're
not
using-
playing
yeah,
wing.
you're-
Pepe was there. Pepe was better.
That's unfair. That's unfair to Emery
trying
because
to
you should. That is Emery's having trust in the player.
Wing back.
Having trust
If
in
Emery
someone.
was still there, Saka would not be the best winger he is right now.
No, that's
Bro,
bullshit.
wingback Saka won an FA Cup. Winger Saka has won nothing. It's just it's so much
Ballon d'Or nomination.
nomination.
Everyone gets Ballon d'Or this nomination.
No,
But anyway, let me give you credit to you because you've beaten a team that has actually summoned a lot of teams this season, and they're quite high on the table. They beat us at Anfield, and you beat them 3-0.
And they only had one shot on target.
shot on
the whole
target.
game.
and the
My
thing is, I don't
God.
think you switched up. I just think you went back to how you used to play
You should play
pre-Rice.
football.
Because pre-Rice, that was the Arsenal that we knew. Like they were really dominating and they were really suffocating.
But Odegaard is quite important to them, and he's a really good player. Odegaard is coming back to the team properly, and you guys are now creating chances again. You
Exactly.
get Saka to play. If he stays fit for the entire season, I think you actually play good football.
As much as yes, it's Odegaard, I also think you guys going back to your old ways of doing things. I think Martinelli should have been dropped Kitambo.
They're waiting for the test.
I think Havertz should have been dropped Kitambo.
What happened to Havertz?
Havertz is okay.
He
He's
was
been
okay
scoring.
when
What
the
do you
season
mean?
started.
He's been scoring.
He stopped.
No, he was coming from
But that's the
international
thing,
break.
though,
Germany
you
is
know-
far
Everyone
away.
knows where.
Jet lag.
He was coming from.
As
He's
in,
from Germany.
yes, a German international.
How many hours is it from Germany to London?
One,
Really?
two,
Not been
Maximum.
there.
maximum 2.5.
It's jet lag, and he was scoring for Germany.
Me, I
So
came
he's
from
playing for 90
Takuna and
minutes.
still playing with Saddam FC.
But I still believe, for me, I think I've been having unpopular opinions with some of my Arsenal fans, and I think
In a
we are
Zoom.
one Swedish striker away from winning the league.
One
Bro.
carry it.
It's either Alexander Isak or Victor Gyökeres.
You're
Why
one
would you leave
Swedish-
Newcastle for Arsenal?
You had it here
one
first.
Swedish striker, one whatever nationality of coach. You're not really winning any of these things.
No, I
anytime
think
soon
we're
with
going
this
to win
guy.
some-
Just go and get your Pedro from
There was a-
Brighton.
There
I
was
think
a,
the title is Liverpool and Arsenal.
Can just bring back Welbeck.
there was a conversation.
Welbeck is
Someone
banging.
said something that I think they're onto something. Someone said Arteta is to Arsenal what Southgate was to England.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
In terms of like
How?
he brought the vibes, he brought the,
The structure.
foundation.
Tranquility. The
He
calm,
brought the good foundation of
That's exactly
young
what-
and hope.
good players
And hope.
and future and
that'll give you his career trajectory. His next club is City. He's replacing Pep, and then he'll do the same thing for City because City are going to go through the same stage, and then build City. Then City will get the next upcoming coach and do whatever. So this guys, you need
What
to
did
look
Southgate win? What did he build?
same thing.
what did
that-
Arteta what did Arteta win?
Arteta won an FA Cup and a
No,
charity
with,
shield.
with whose team?
Two
Southgate-
charity shields.
Southgate won the
As a matter of fact,
under-21s.
one
Southgate-
against
We
one.
don't count those ones.
We don't
yeah.
One
count-
against
he-
Liverpool and
he
against
podcast
one
don't count.
against
Did Zoom brief you before coming here?
Atukumeni charity hapana.
Eric, Southgate won the
all
under
Arsenal
21s.
fans talk the same.
Yeah, he won the World Cup.
He won the World Cup for under 21s
Like
and
a
the
Foden.
Euros. Yeah, with
We're
Liverpool.
speaking about under 21.
Yeah, but see, that's the same thing as the FA Cup. At that period, there's no difference.
It's actually bigger than the
No,
World Cup.
let me tell you something. There's a podcast I was watching for, I think Ghana blog something.
Arsenal fans, what a Ghana blog that.
No,
Everyone.
no, we like to listen to our stuff. You want me to listen to Anfield talk.
But you need opinions of other people
I
about
do.
you as opposed to what you think
To
about
tell you
you.
the
No,
truth.
I do listen to other opinions. I just don't care about it. But I do listen. Listening is free. So they were saying like, as much as like Wenger built Emirates, it's Arteta who brought like the energy into Emirates because
Come on, man.
it is.
No. He's cooking. So
It
now
is
we
true.
need someone else to bring the trophies.
No, he can't
'Cause
bring
we
the
have
trophies.
we have the stadium, we have the energy. Now we need trophies.
Now,
I don't think it's the one.
Every club has
we are
that.
competing, Saddam.
You
I
see,
think it's
everything
quite
that-
unfair for you to say we should win the league while Liverpool were competing against this City team
And won it.
and they competed for close to 3 seasons and won the 4th season.
Nah, we won it
No.
in the second.
How many times did you challenge?
second.
We only won it in the second. We challenged
Second.
first.
How many times do you challenge?
We got the 90. We got the 90. We got the
97.
97 points, and then we got the 99, and it was back
You
to
guys
back.
went down from
how
the
many
point.
how many seasons?
It was one
You
challenge, then a win.
You challenge
It
for
wasn't-
4 seasons and win 1 season, and
No.
you expect us to win
You know, we need
in
check
our
facts.
first 2 title
We're gonna
challenges.
fact
I
check
think it's
you
quite
here,
unfair.
Moana.
Hapana,
This
no,
is the
no,
sad
no.
bit about it. We challenged in the first year.
Unika
And
zooms as
yeah,
well.
when we challenged in the first year, we challenged with Karius as a keeper, and we challenged with
No, we're not talking about the
just listen.
players,
No,
man.
no, you
Don't
don't
talk
mention
about the
Now
players.
listen to, I'm not even mentioning the players, and we also challenged on the Champions League,
And we won
so
it.
we won the
No, the only thing
we
I'll
won
give you
the
credit for,
Champions
you were
League.
not competing
While-
against City in the Champions League, bro.
We were. We
beat
beat them.
No,
beat
you are
them
not-
We beat
But
them.
they're also in Europe.
But you are not competing against City. You're competing against a pool of other clubs, big top European clubs.
It's.
But
I'm
what,
saying-
what I don't agree with you completely and entirely is that you say
We only challenged for 2
Wenger,
seasons.
Okay. You did, yes. But when you say Wenger built the Emirates and then Arteta brought the vibes, that's not true because everything Arteta is doing right now, you actually did it with Wenger, and the vibes were there. You remember they chased the league. You've actually lost the league more than twice with Wenger. So the way Arteta has lost the league is the same way Wenger has lost the league.
And
Now with Wenger, there's at some point now he probably like the ideas ran out some kind of like a long time of not winning stuff, no Champions League. Okay, you are top 4 and then there's no Premier League, but you still playing good football like before then. And then you went for like 3 years where Wenger out was like the main thing there. Then Arteta's come back. So I don't think there's anything that Arteta's done
Checky.
that is much better, that any better than Wenger.
There's a huge gap between Arteta and Wenger, which is Emery. Emery brought you Smith Rowe, Saka, and those are the players.
But he also bought Gunduzi and Pepe.
Wait. No, nikianza count wa Arteta kina Cedric Suarez na kina Pablo Mari.
And Man City
Relax. And all the ex-Man City players.
Okay, continue.
Point is, when the only thing Arteta has won is with a team that was built by Unai Emery. So now, after getting rid of those players and more in FA, he built a team. I think Arteta has signed almost 30 players.
He spent
So,
800 million.
Yes, he's signed almost 30 players and he has won nothing within that period of time. Ten Hag won 2 trophies and is fired.
But those 2 trophies
both-
that he won,
You were
we
doing
also
so well
won. We
until
won
you went
FA.
to
No, you didn't.
Well,
You
don't
Carabao.
compare with
You don't have
Manchester.
Carabao.
Okay, we don't have Carabao,
Carabao.
but
Wewe
we have
Carabao medal
FA.
ya. Sisi tumevaa Carabao wote hapa. Ni mjamaa.
I have 14 FA Cups, man. I think that surface is
No, point is
I have the most
No
FA
one
Cups.
remembers FA Cup.
point is
No one
at the end of
remembers
the day,
Carabao
as much as yes, you have improved, you need someone to take you over the line, and we all believe. I don't think Arteta is the
Saddam,
one.
I agree with you. We need someone to take us over
So
the
if you
line.
don't
And
think
my
this is
personal
one-
opinion, I think it's a striker, not another coach. Let
We
me
have
tell.
Jesus.
How is the
Let me
solution? But how is the
okay.
solution?
Let me
Yes.
explain why I
You
said.
have Jesus.
Let me tell you why I said Arteta brought the vibes. One, because if you look at Arteta's record against the top 6 clubs, you look at Wenger's record against top 6 clubs, it's different.
No, that was
Nowadays-
the final times of his time at
No,
Arsenal.
man. We
Wenger
were
used to-
challenging for the league with
Wenger
Wenger,
used to beat
but we used to
everyone.
be battered by
They beat us
Manchester
6-3.
and Liverpool. Still,
That good Arteta record is only from the last 2 seasons, because the first 3 seasons of Arteta was whoopings on whoopings on
Eighth
whoopings.
twice.
So, yeah.
More, to be
but
honest,
remember,
to be honest-
we beat
to
Man
be
City
honest,
to
be
win
honest,
the
to be
FA.
honest, to be
To win, sorry, we beat Chelsea for our run-up. I think that was the first season, 2020,
More, I
when we were
think-
winning the FA Cup.
when you say Arteta's brought those results back, you're just comparing the final 3 years of Arsene Wenger.
Comparing with the last 2
But
years,
I'm
Arteta,
I'm
not
only,
even
I'm
full.
But Wenger
Emirates
beat us-
era.
Wenger beat
Emirates
us
era.
6-3. Anfield 6-3. Kuna team ishaje piga 6-10 Anfield.
Oh.
They used to beat Man City, obviously. Once in a while beat Man United.
But every team used to beat Man
Chelsea.
City.
So when you say the big six are only comparing to the last seasons of Arsene Wenger and the first few seasons of Mikel Arteta, especially when he played that "you'll never walk alone" in training for you guys, and
Even
then he went on.
even something.
Okay,
Even
hatukuwa
something.
tunafaa kuenda huko. Manchester
the
United, look, Manchester United used to beat Arsenal like shit.
It
Season in, season out. When was the last time?
Now you guys want to be
Carrick,
such as
Carrick beat you. Wait, what do you mean?
Arsenal is a proper social media club because now the whole vibes thing is because now
Hata
you are
kumbuki
playing,
Carrick
they have a
hakutupiga.
song, they play songs
wala
in the
wapiga.
stadium.
Kopea song.
ile
Yeah.
game ilitupiga
So
ilikuwa
now
ya Anthony alitufunga hata ilikuwa the
everything
first
about
game.
him.
No.
Yeah, 3-1.
No, Carrick also beat you.
Carrick didn't beat us.
Carrick
That was
beat
the last
you.
time
Yeah,
Manchester
Carrick
United won.
aliwapiga.
Carrick beat you.
Alitupiga wapi?
Yes.
Aliwapiga.
Carrick aliwapiga.
Hiyo game ya usiku week.
Carrick aliwapiga.
Carrick aliwapiga.
Boss.
Ilikuwa before
At
the
night.
Anthony, si ndio?
It was before Anthony, yes.
So I'm saying the last time you guys beat us
You
was
guys
when
are
Anthony
beats.
scored.
Okay, so anyway.
Carrick alienda ndo
Hiyo story ya vibes.
ndo leta Anthony.
Yeah.
Hiyo story ya vibes pia.
That was the last time I think he
Hiyo story ya vibes pia amesema ameleta vibes. It's a lie
brought a
because
different energy.
wait. Vibe because it's a lie because when I saw videos of Aubameyang and Lacazette co dressing room, it was vibes.
Hey,
Sasa hii they're sending pickpockets.
I mean that
and lying about players who are injured. Kwanza
Listen,
Zinchenko came out this
Rico,
week, last
the
week.
pickpocket thing
More listen,
was
Zinchenko-
about a life lesson. It's not only footballing lesson. You always need to be on toes. I can use it.
Anyway,
in a
moving on.
different-
Let's move to the best, the biggest game of the weekend.
The final team.
The game that everyone was looking forward to. The whole world was tuning in. I think when talking about viewership, I think there's no game that had most viewership for the last 6 months than that game because everyone
You
was
don't have
tuning
the
in
numbers,
and
bro.
everyone wanted to watch Amorim ball, and we
Ipswich
enjoyed.
ilijaa,
We
kuna
enjoyed for the
graph
first 2 minutes.
9 seconds.
9 seconds.
Yeah, the 90 seconds actually. I think in
After that,
82.
you
He
survived.
scored in 90
But
seconds.
after that,
You went back
we
to Man United.
actually. So this is my take on the game before you guys give your biased opinions.
It's not biased.
Biased?
Yeah.
You saw the game yourself.
The truth.
I have
Let me-
a first hand.
Let me give me just 90 seconds.
Like your goal.
Yes. It's gonna take a while, but at the same time, what we learned yesterday is we actually genuinely don't have good players. Like I thought we did. I'm a victim. I thought Bruno was a good player. I thought Dalot was a good player. I genuinely thought Casemiro still has something in him. I genuinely had hope in Marcus Rashford. I've never rated Garnacho. I've always thought he's just hype and he's raw talent and he needs to be coached. I think we need to get rid of at least half the players on this team.
Half the squad.
I think the way we want to play, the way Amorim wants to do things, I think these players don't have it in them. Either it will take ridiculously long or we need to start phasing out players. I think someone like someone like Rashford, this is one of his probably when he won't starting in the games, I think it's gonna take a while before he comes
He's
back.
the face of Manchester, you know.
Yeah, that's the reality is we have to move on from these kind of players, right? Højlund, when he came on, he was much better than whatever Rashford was doing. He was holding the ball properly, but also I want to give him grace because he was our top scorer last season in his first season, and
Højlund was the top scorer.
yes,
How many goals?
I think 14 or something.
No Premier League goals.
I reckon
Mostly
14.
Champions League
14
goals.
all competition. It's quite sad. Bottom line,
Unatoka December.
yeah. Bottom line is I feel like there's so many young players who we also misprofile. I think as much as I like Xerxes, I think the way we are playing with Amorim, I think his way of playing, I think he's very slow, but that's his way of doing things. He's very good. He has good touch and everything. But I still think we need to figure out players who we have to accept. We bought this player and it doesn't work and he has to fucking leave. There's a good number. If it's Kamasi Onana, we would have lost. We would have lost like 4-1 or 5-1
I mean,
or
you guys were
6-1.
lucky to even get that point.
And it's crazy because we all thought Onana was a bad goalkeeper. Right? But the thing is,
Even the goal was unlucky. It was a touch from Mazraoui.
there was a deflection. Yeah, the players playing off position, like he was shouting apparently on Xerxes playing like he was like instructions. When you're given instructions, occupy these pockets when this is happening. He was not doing that. Dalot was off position. He was losing the ball so many times. Bruno was losing the ball so many times. Like I want to go back. I want to just take back a lot of, because Bruno's first season at Man United, a lot of good things happened, and some of us thought, you know what, this is the player that we have. He has all these numbers. He has all this crazy. He creates chances and all that. But I think he's holding us back because he wastes the ball a lot. And you can't do anything when you don't have the ball. And the thing is, if we don't have the correct players up front, Bruno will always misplace the passes because there's no connection, there's no synergy, there's no structure of how to attack. I think when we scored that first goal, it looks like a thing that we did in training ground because it looks so systematic. Heavy, someone runs in. Like, it looked like people knew what they were doing. Yes, it looked like. But then again, when it comes to us now figuring what to do, everyone is just making ridiculous decisions. And I think it's going to take a while. He was disappointed, and you could see his disappointment. And he didn't come out and start saying we played well, come at Ten Hag. Because I feel like Ten Hag akisema we scored a goal.
But I think
that is what was holding us back, because we didn't have someone who was actually telling people the truth. And I think future looks bright, but not with this crop of players. I feel like Kiburu tuweke kando kidogo, we dig deep. I think it's going to take a while. I think maybe by the time we're done, maybe Rigiji atarudi back to government.
Sinakwambia unanikumbusha sana hii gava ya Kenya sana. Unanikumbusha venye tu kwanza Amorim ananikumbusha the first words that Rigiji na Ruto walisema wakiingia in power. The coffers are empty. We'll suffer for a while. Things will be tough. Alikuja amwambia mtateseka for how long? Amesema things will not be easy anytime soon. Si ndio?
Nani
Amorim.
Yes.
He's told you things won't be easy for anytime soon.
Yes.
I told you that guy is a haram ball coach. Kazi yake ni identity. Mtu akishaanza kukwambia bro just see season. It's 12 games in. See season. This one's gone. Next season itaanza. You've already said you need to give him new players. You need to give him this and this.
So when the players come, have to give him time to.
You can't give him one summer. You can't give him one summer to get all the players. So you need to get rid of certain players, bring in certain
guys. So you're looking
guys.
at 2027.
You're looking earliest 2027, 2028.
I'm
for the start
ready.
of something.
But he said 2 years though, like in the press conference on Friday.
It's not going to be
He
possible.
said give me 2.5 years.
Yeah. If
I'm giving him 2.5 years. Mimi usiniambia kitu. Say I'm shit, I'll say I'm fine, but I'm waiting for 2.5 years.
That's the process.
That is
Yes.
in 2020.
At least 2.5 years ni sawa. You at least by your time mkimvuta kazi alafu mwanze process nyingine.
No.
That is actually 2027, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting. I'm ready.
But I do agree.
Earliest.
I do agree with majority of what Adam said. I think this is the first time that as Man United fans actually want to give the coach some time, because with Ten Hag I think it was quick. They already wanted like results, and you can't get results when you are trying to rebuild a team.
Do you know why? These guys are spoiled. They think they're still the same. What they
That's
were
the
like
thing.
10 years ago.
Yeah, this is
You
not the
man are
same.
washed. Man United fans, listen. You need to come back to reality. We're never going back to where you guys won the league 3 times in a row. As a matter of fact, now just try to win 3 games in a row.
That's facts.
Them they want to like managers come here and things work so quick. Look, unless you're Man City, where you've got not even money, like you have the best manager in the world.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal, they've been trying to work properly, and see Liverpool have only won 1. Aston Villa, they've gotten a good manager, but they're still struggling. For now, I do think Man United.
I mean, the
people
good
need
teams
to
are
come-
still struggling.
My man had won every league match he'd played this year. Every league match he'd coached this whole season. And then he comes to coach you guys.
But that's the thing.
He loses against a team in the he
didn't
draws
lose
against
though.
a
He
team in
didn't
the
lose
Me,
bottom.
though.
honestly, me,
Might as well have been a loss. XG
Yeah.
was 2-0.
yesterday
Like,
I saw Nana. and I was like-
2.97.
I saw Nana. I was actually like, I think rival fans were too harsh on this guy. He's actually like their best player. Well, I saw there was a month.
Rashford?
Onana. There was a month I
Oh,
think
yeah.
United voted for Onana as the player of the month. And I was like, they've conceded so many goals, but they're still voting him player of the month.
He's saving them.
And then when you watch the game, well, they may concede 2, but the saves he's made, probably they could have lost by 5.
Even playing out
Umeanza
from the
kucheza
back.
na mapema.
He's saving them. That
No,
he's saving
me
you.
personally, I have no more
There was a
banters
chance
left in me
Dilap
for
had.
Manchester. I have no more banters left in me. For me, I think I'm actually pro Ruben Amorim. I used to watch his games even before he was linked with Manchester. But I think the system he wants to play and the players he has is quite different. Because if you're trying to put Dalo as a wing back, for him to go up and down, it's not going to work. Look at Bayern Leverkusen. They're playing the same style that Ruben is trying to play. But look at the wing backs they have. Someone can go up and down for 90 minutes and still tell you, I want to play another 90 minutes. I think, look at the double pivot that he put out. He put out Casemiro and Eriksen. No legs. Sit back and just wait.
I think because Ogata came in travel late, I think he had like half a day or 1 day training.
So we actually expect Ugarte to probably do well because he played an Amorim.
Can
He
he
played
play- and
83 games and
and he played really well in our last game.
Eric. There's something. Amorim was rejected by West Ham early in the year.
No, he was not rejected.
He was rejected.
He was respectful enough.
They flew in.
He was
They flew him.
He was
Rejected by-
respectful.
They flew in. West Ham chose Lopetegui over him.
How do you get rejected by West Ham?
West Ham rejected him early
He
on in the
rejected
year.
you.
No, we rejected him for
No, we spoke to a
onslaught.
couple of
We spoke
managers.
to a couple of managers. Went for
Mimi,
our first choice.
mi naongea based on what he said.
Yeah, listen, man.
Unasema theory.
Oh, but he was linked with Liverpool as well.
Let me say.
He was linked with Liverpool.
Get
The
it.
idea behind it
Even
was,
Chelsea, speaking of Chelsea.
Yeah, the idea behind it was, and Chelsea also said the same thing. The idea behind it is a philosophy the club wants to follow.
It's not
not what
he
this
coaches.
guy brings.
Okay.
It's not what he coaches.
Wait. So
You had no option.
But I think that system he plays would suit Liverpool.
You guys are saying theories, bana. From the horse's mouth. Wamesema
Do
story.
you think I come out and
Wait,
say I was
let me
rejected
finish.
by West Ham?
Let me finish.
So I'm flying.
So let me finish. You mesema, he did this based on what? Is there facts or story?
Chelsea is not a story, it's facts.
As a matter of
Liverpool
fact,
is not
Gary,
a story.
wait, there's no other team that he flew to speak to apart from the London clubs.
This nigga talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, since we interviewed him on Skype.
I'm watching him. So uliza swali.
He actually called on Zoom.
Zoom.
He went to West Ham.
No,
He flew to West
skiza.
Ham.
No, sometimes.
Bado akachagua Lopetegui.
Let me finish. Sometimes
Conference League team.
he said. Me nasema what our manager said.
Of course.
He said he was approached by many teams, and he did not want those teams, and he knew that he was waiting for something bigger. And when Man United called, he dropped everything.
So same as Ugarte.
So those are. Wait, let me finish. You are the ones who have history of being rejected.
Eric has ideas.
Sawa.
He said,
Zubimendi amekukataa, Enzo amekukataa, Caicedo alikukataa, Lavia alikukataa. Wait. I know you have. Wait, sawa uko number 1. Good for you.
Zubia kwa wapi sahi?
Listen, mimi ninaweza kuwa niko Europa League, but I don't get rejected. I have that dignity in
when
me.
you're big, you're big.
When I call, wait, let me finish. Muongea, wacha niongee. Simuacha niongee. Let me finish.
It's all about the quality.
Finish.
of what-
When it comes to being rejected, me fine. Ndako Europa League, so I will be struggling niko 12th sahi, but when I make that phone call, I will wait. Let me finish. When I make that phone call, I will call your captain. And I will sign him, and he's going to score a goal. Wait, let me finish. I will get anyone I want.
I was so used to humble
I know
Saddam.
this, you can't relate to this, but this is the idea, yeah? This is the idea behind
I
it.
can't relate to being
Listen,
rejected
listen,
because
yeah.
I have never been
Listen,
rejected.
if
Or
me
we got
and you-
rejected. Yes.
Saddam, if me and you, if you're aiming for a 3 and I'm aiming for a 10, and the 3 you keep on calling is always accepting your calls. Bro, I'm calling that 10 rejects me today. Then I call a 9 accepts me tomorrow. Umeshinda umepigia 3s for 3 years.
Forever.
Wamekataa
That is
you've never been rejected.
Okay.
The quality of what you're looking for. When I go out and I look for Xabi Alonso, he decides to stay.
Umenikumbusha mwingine. Thank you. Another one who said no.
When we go out and look for Xabi Alonso, he decides to stay. We go out for the second
Caicedo.
option. Nah,
Say Caicedo.
just listen.
Mention Caicedo.
No, you just listen. We go for a second option. Who's another 10? Who currently has us 12 games in, top of the table, 8 points ahead. So that's the difference. That's the difference now in the quality of player. Because now, and the quality of people we are looking for. Because Sasa, Zubimendi, we couldn't get Zubimendi. We decided
That was a proper rejection, though.
we couldn't get Zubimendi. Zubimendi wanted to come, decided finally he's not gonna come, decided he's gonna stay. Tungeenda to sign what
You're mentioning
did he say
I mentioned 8 players.
Wait, to bid for other people.
Kerry. I mentioned 8 players who rejected you. You are selectively choosing.
Just listen to exactly.
Selectively
I'm not
choosing.
Selectively choosing. I've already given you 2. I've told
Check
you
it.
we didn't
Anyway,
have a second option to
Anyway.
Amorim.
Bottom line is
Amorim, listen.
I have the
Let me
pool.
comment on this issue. You don't have the pool, my friend.
Saddam-
You only get him when he's available.
Yeah, Saddam, kama unaenda
Amorim was not available. He was from another team. And he was doing well.
Saddam anaenda
Mason Mount. Mason Mount alikata Liverpool. Wait. Umenikumbusha.
Na mtu mwingine anaenda Milan. Same thing.
Apana.
Pool, what asema uko na pool juu ya venye wewe.
Hiyo ni level yako ya pool.
Eh, it's your level of pool.
Bottom line is the player that you wanted ako Chelsea. You wanted Enzo, you wanted Lavia, you wanted
Then you're better than Gravenberch now.
Nah.
None.
No, but see, I'm not talking about who's better. I'm
That's
talking
the
about you
idea.
being rejected.
Listen,
Chiko unanielewa.
Listen, Saddam.
Were you rejected or not by Mason Mount?
Mason Mount not reject to happen, you mad. Amorim, listen.
Were you rejected or not?
Amorim,
That is the content. Who's better is still a question, Apa.
Ruben Amorim.
Who rejected us?
So you're saying you're rejected by Mason Mount, who is shit. So you were rejected by a 3.
When did we put a bid for Mason Mount?
Come on.
When?
You don't need to put a bid to be
Stories.
rejected,
We know
man.
these things, bana.
Listen.
You know
Anyway.
these things, right?
Why don't you subscribe?
Before we finish.